And I saw that,
standards.
I think your cream, the one you have retired, she was a carrier for neonatal
Yeah,
and
yeah. Encephalopathy.
encephalopathy
We call it any.
with
In the breed,
seizures?
we all just call it any. We don't say the whole thing. So, yes.
Okay. And did anything ever come up that
No, so that's actually a disorder that is super easy to breed around. It's fine to breed a carrier because it's an autosomal recessive. So we do the genetic test and you know if they're a carrier, and then you just don't breed them to another carrier. And they have to have 2 copies to be affected. And it's a horrible disease. Basically, the whole litter will die within a few weeks of being born if they're affected. So there's not affected dogs out in the world because the puppies just die. So, but it was kind of a mystery disease for a long time before the genetic test. Breeders would just have litters die and they didn't know why. And so it was something that the breed club put a lot of money into figuring out. So now we have a genetic test, but it's really normal to breed carriers for that. Yeah. And
so what other health testing is required to get a CHIC number?
A CHIC number. So a CHIC number is hip radiographs, and you can do either pen hip or a final OFA. And then a health elective, which is heart, thyroid, or sebaceous adenitis, I believe, skin biopsy. And then there is a list of recommended genetic, breed-specific genetic testing that you don't need for a CHIC number, but most people do. So.
And do you do all that? And do you have CHIC numbers?
Yes, we do more than all that, yeah. Okay. So our silver dog has his CHIC, and we actually did pen hip and OFA on him. Just because in our breed community, most people do OFA because it's easier to just kind of glance at and know. And pen hip, you have to have more knowledge to understand the numbers, what they mean. And so as a stud dog, it's easier to just have OFA on there because breeders who don't know pen hip super well will just glance at it. But pen hip is better at actually predicting for dysplasia. So we did both on him. We're still waiting to do my girl's. She doesn't turn 2 until the end of May. So she hasn't had her eyes or hips done. And we didn't choose to do, we did his cardiac for his CHIC and not a skin biopsy, because the skin biopsy is a whole thing where sebaceous adenitis is not something that we don't have genetic testing for it. We just do the phenotype. We do a skin punch, but you can get both false positives and false negatives. It's not super predictive, and you have to kind of keep doing them with breeding dogs. And there's no essay in his lines, and so we did his heart instead. But my girl, I'm going to do a skin punch because she does come from some lines where it pops up.
What is this one thing?
Sebaceous adenitis. So it's a autoimmune disease that basically attacks their sebaceous glands. So you'll see poodles that like their hair falls out. You'll see doodles too. Doodles have it all the time, especially if you groom. You might have seen it and not even know because it's just in poodle genetics, and so it pops up. So it has like a smell. If you've smelled it before, you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of a musty smell, and their hair falls out and it's itchy. And it's chronic, it's not treatable. People have things they do to manage it, but it's not great. And it shows up in more lines than others, but we don't have super great ways to predict it. So it's kind of a hard thing to breed around, but yeah.
Okay. And so that female that's turning 2, is she the one that you're planning to breed next?
Yes. So should be having a litter with her. We'll breed her the next time she comes into heat, which will be in probably August, maybe September. So,
and that's given that she passes all her health testing.
Yeah. So once her birthday, when she turns 2, we can do her final hip radiographs, and we'll do her eyes, and we'll do her skin biopsy, and she'll have her CHIC number. So all of her genetic testing is done, and I did it forever ago because you can do it at any time. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.